Hello, today I'm going to show you how to build this nice looking Jacob's ladder here. It's relatively simple, but with the right supplies, anyone can do it. So, let's take a look at what this thing can do. Pretty cool. So the first step you'll want to do is remove your microwave transformer from your microwave. This is relatively simple to do. Just undo all the screws, locate the transformer, and remove it. Now, the bottom down here, the primary coil, is pretty easy to rewire to a plug or something, such as right here. But the secondary coil will be attached to the actual iron core itself. So over here you will just want to remove that from the iron core and attach it to a different wire or whatever. So the next step that you'll probably want to do is attach your output wires to something like some small alligator clips. They can be pretty small because it's only high voltage, so thin wires will not melt or anything. But I like alligator clips because you can attach them to almost anything for future projects or something. The next step will be to locate some scrap wood or something that you can use as a frame for your Jacob's ladder. So I just took some wood and I chopped it two long pieces, 2 feet by 7 inches, and then I just had a top and a bottom, which was 1 foot by 7 inches. And then you just glue that together and you can make a frame. But of course you can make your frame any size you want, depending on how big you build your Jacob's ladder. So, once you have your baseboard or whatever that you will use to mount your transformer and your Jacob's ladder onto, you're going to want to measure 2 lines where you want your wires to go underneath. Saw a little tiny groove like. Drill 2 holes on your baseboard, stick the wires through, and have them run out over here so you can attach your alligator clips on down here. And then glue this board right down to the bottom. Okay, so once you've glued down your baseboard here and you have your 2 metal wires sticking out right here, you can go ahead and stick 2 screws in, wrap the wire around once, screw down the screws nice and tightly, and just have the wire running up. This wire is about 30 centimeters, so a foot, which is pretty ideal. But if you had straighter wire, such as a thin copper tube or something that won't bend as much, you can make it really tall. But it can't jump more than about a 3-inch gap. So just keep that in mind. So the next step that you'll want to do is build the frame. So you're going to take the 2 foot by 7 inch pieces right here that we pre-cut earlier, and the 1 foot by 7 inch piece we also pre-cut earlier, and you're going to glue them together so that they meet at the base here, they run up, you glue this board, and you run it over here, and you make something similar to a box. Okay, so the final step of the basic design is to take your wires here, and attach them into a piece of wood or something. So drill a small hole over there for your wire to fit into. Make sure your wire is as straight as possible, starting really skinny at the bottom and separating into a V shape. Make sure that it separates at a pretty even angle and there's no kinks or bumps. Then you can just glue these right to the board here, on either side to your desired height or whatever. Okay, so now that we have this part done, the Jacob's ladder part, let's hook our power supply up. So with your power supply, you'll just want to take it and screw it down into the wood nice and tightly. And then use some cable ties or something. I use little things that you nail in to hold the cables on. And you'll just want to nail those onto the cables so that they can't move. By the way, this wire here was just from the back of the microwave, so it's another great place to salvage stuff from your microwave. And then just hold a cable tie here so that your alligator clips come out there. Because you don't want it breaking off here, up here, because the secondary coil is very, very thin wire. So, now we could take a look at some stuff in slow motion. The final step to building this Jacob ladder will be to simply take a long piece of wood and stick a nail in the end. You can then grab onto this stick to touch it and start the arc. Do not touch this with your hands, it will kill you. And perfect. That is how to build a well-working, awesome Jacob's ladder. Hope you enjoyed.